Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the values of x that satisfy this equation. To solve this problem, let us start by looking at this second term. Now, you know that we can write 6x squared minus 4x minus 5 as 6x squared minus 4x minus 2 minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 5. Now, when you look at these first three terms, you're going to see a common factor, which is 2. So we can factorize this as 6x squared divided by 2 is 3x squared. Minus 4x divided by 2 is minus 2x. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. Then we have minus 3. Now notice that what we have inside this bracket is exactly the same as what we have here. So if 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 is replaced with the letter d, then we can write this equation as d squared minus 2 times d minus 3. Of course, this is going to be squared. Then plus x is equal to 0. Now, the next thing we are going to do is that we will expand this. We have d squared minus 2d raised to power 2 is 4d squared. Then we have 2 times 2d times minus 3. That is going to give us minus 12d. Then we have minus 3 squared, which is plus 9. Then plus x, and everything is equal to 0. Now, since this value of d squared is greater than this value and there's a negative sign here, let us multiply through this equation by minus 1. When we do that, we have minus d squared. Now, this is going to change to plus. And of course, when it changes, we no longer need these brackets. So we have 4d squared minus 12d plus 9. Then this is going to change to minus x, and everything is still equal to 0. Now, 4d squared minus d squared is going to give us 3d squared. Then we have minus 12d plus 9 minus x is equal to 0. Now let us multiply through this equation by 3. 3d squared times 3 is going to give us 9d squared. Minus 12d times 3 is going to give us minus 36d. 9 times 3 is 27. And of course, here we have minus 3x, and 0 times 3 is equal to 0. Now, we can write this as 9d squared minus 36d plus 36 minus 9 minus 3x is equal to 0. Of course, you know that 36 minus 9 is going to give us 27. Now, look at these three first terms. We can write this as 3d squared. Now, we can write this as minus 2 times 3d times 6. And we can write this as minus 6 squared. Then we have minus 3x minus 9, and this is equal to 0. Now, of course, when you look at this, you will immediately notice that we can write this as 3d minus 6 squared, because this is a perfect square. When we expand this, we have 3d squared, which is exactly what we have here. Then we have 2 times 3d times minus 6, which is what we have in the middle term. Then finally, we have minus 6 squared, which is what we have here. Then we have minus 3x minus 9, and this is equal to 0. Now let us replace d with the expression 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. So here we have 3 times 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 minus 6 squared. Then we have minus 3x minus 9, and this is equal to 0. And opening this bracket, we have 3 times 3x squared, which is 9x squared. 3 times minus 2x, that is minus 6x. 3 times minus 1, which is minus 3. Then we have minus 6 squared. Then minus 3x minus 9, and this is equal to 0. Now, of course, from here, we have 9x squared minus 6x minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. This is squared minus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now, once more, let us write this expression as 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 10. And here we have minus 3x plus 1 minus 10, and this is equal to 0. Of course, you know that 1 minus 10 is going to give us minus 9, and in the same way, 1 minus 10 is going to give us minus 9. The next thing we are going to do is to make a perfect square out of these three terms. We can write 9x squared as 3x squared. We can write minus 6x as minus 2 times 3x times 1. And of course, we can write 1 as minus 1 squared. Then we have minus 10. Everything is still squared. Then here we have minus 3x. Because we now have a bracket, this is going to change to minus 1. Then we have minus 10, and this is all equal to 0. Now we have a perfect square here. So we have 3x minus 1 squared. Then we have minus 10, and everything is squared. Then minus 3x minus 1 minus 10, and this is equal to 0. 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. So let 3x minus 1 be equal to y. That means that here we have y squared minus 10 squared minus y minus 10 is equal to 0. But of course, you know that we can also write this as y squared minus 10 squared minus y plus 10 is equal to 0. And now the final step in this factorization is to add and subtract y squared minus 10 and 1 over 4 to the left hand side of this equation. When we do that, we have y squared minus 10 squared plus y squared minus 10 plus 1 over 4. Then we subtract minus, we have y plus 10 plus y squared minus 10 plus 1 over 4. And of course, this is equal to 0. Now notice that we can write this first bracket as y squared minus 10 squared plus 2 times half times y squared minus 10 plus 1 over 2 squared. Of course, you know that 2 times half is equal to 1, and 1 times y squared minus 10 is going to give us exactly this. And of course, you know that half squared is equal to 1 over 4. Now, in the second bracket, plus 10 is going to cancel minus 10, leaving us with y squared plus y plus 1 over 2 squared. This is equal to 0. Once more, you know that this can also be written as y squared plus 2 times half times y plus 1 over 2 squared. So basically, this and this are perfect squares. Now from here we have y squared minus 10 plus half all squared. And from here we have y plus half all squared, and this is equal to 0. And finally, we have arrived at the difference of two squares, and you know how we factorize this. We can factorize this as y squared minus 10 plus half minus y minus half multiplied by y squared minus 10 plus half plus y plus half. This is equal to 0. Now from here, plus half is going to take care of minus half, leaving us with y squared minus y minus 10. From here, we have y squared. Half plus half is 1. Minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9. So, y squared plus y minus 9. And this is equal to 0. So, finally, from here, we have that either y squared minus y minus 10 is equal to 0, or y squared plus y minus 9 is equal to 0. And since y is equal to 3x minus 1, here we have 3x minus 1 squared minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 10. And here we have 3x minus 1 squared plus 3x minus 1 is equal to 9. Now let us expand this. We have 3x squared, that is 9x squared. 2 times 3x times minus 1 is minus 6x. Minus 1 squared is plus 1. Then we have minus 3x. Minus minus is plus 1. This is equal to 10. Minus 6x minus 3x is minus 9x. So we have 9x squared minus 9x. Now 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Moving 2 over to the right hand side, it becomes minus 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. Now we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve it using the completing the square method. Of course, the first thing we are going to do is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So we divide through this equation by 9. When we do that, we have x squared minus x is equal to 8 over 9. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to divide the coefficient of x, which is minus 1, by 2. Square it and add to both sides of the equation so as to complete the square on the left-hand side. When we do that, we have x squared minus x plus minus half squared. Now this is equal to 8 over 9 plus minus half squared is 1 over 4. Of course, you know that this is now a perfect square. So we take x and we take minus half and we square. And this is equal to 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 32 times 9 is 40, or rather 32 plus 9 is 41, divided by 36. The next thing to do is to take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x minus half is equal to plus or minus the square root of 41 over 36. Now from here we have that x is equal to half plus or minus the square root of 41 divided by the square root of 36, which is 6. Now in the second case, once more, when we expand this, we have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Then we have plus 3x minus 1, and this is equal to 9. Plus 1 minus 9 is equal to 0. We have 9x squared minus 6x plus 3x is going to give us minus 3x. This is equal to 9. Once more, we cannot solve this equation by factorization, so let us solve it by completing the square method. And of course, we start by dividing through the equation by 9. When we do that, we have x squared minus 3 over 9 is 1 over 3. Of course, there's x, and then 9 over 9 is equal to 1. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to divide the coefficient of x, which is minus 1 over 3, by 2. Square it and add to both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have x squared minus 1 over 3x plus 1 over 6. Of course, there's going to be minus 1 over 6 squared. And this is equal to 1 plus minus 1 over 6 squared is 1 over 36. Now, of course, this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 1 minus 1 over 6 and we square. And this is equal to 36 times 1 is 36 plus 1, 37 over 36. Finally, we take square root of both sides of the equation, and we have that x minus 1 over 6 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 37 over 36. And from here, we have that x is equal to 1 over 6 plus or minus the square root of 37 divided by the square root of 36, which is equal to 6. So finally, we have all 4 values of x that satisfy this equation. We have this and we have that. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more tutorials here.